Welcome back, guys, to episode 15 of our Factorio Industrial Revolution Let's Play. So, as always, let's spend a few minutes checking out what I've done in between episodes. If you look closely at the minimap, you might be able to spot one of the huge things that I've done, and that is had some fun with the robots. They cleared out a huge path for our main boss through this dense forest, and as always, the trees is our greatest enemy, and it took me quite a while to go through it, but now it's done, and we continue on with what we need. Other than that, I did a small amount of let's do it here from the map view, of expansion of the main boss, what it produces, adding some electric assemblers onto a few areas over here, putting in a few electric furnaces as well, just to test out the setup. And yeah, it is producing quite a bit of what we need, but still not enough to keep the base running at full capacity. So we might look at that in the future. But for now, it is running quite good. I've also taken down the stone bricks to here, since it seems like we'll be using quite a few of them in the future when I want to make a better mold than what I have at the moment. So, continuing with this episode, one of the things I want to get done is getting us to the Steel Age. Not quite sure what kind of items that will unlock, but quite a bit. So I think that'll be quite good to get. Some ore purification, want to expand that, better armor. So all in all, that's a good choice to go for. So let's start that one right away. That'll also unlock faster inserters. We'll just need 3 new items. Luckily that should be easy enough to get. This will start to need all of petroleum items. Let's do that one. And some barrels might be good as well, just to have a bit of research going. Here we go. So for this episode, I want to get the last of our electric iron infrastructure up and running, and that is getting our trees up and running, so we don't have to worry about that anytime soon, and getting our power system up and running so we can produce that without any issue. So let's try and see if we can't make steam engines and steam boilers this episode automatically, so we can easily expand into whatever we need. The items we need is iron piston as the last one of the 4, and over here we need the pipe and small iron chassis. So I think the first one I'm going to make is just get the iron piston up and running. That's a 1 input, and then do the small chassis afterwards. And the small chassis is a 2 input one. So let's grab a 1 input build right here. Just give it a bit of room right here. Might give it a bit more in case if you want to run more belts down on this right side. So say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So somewhere around here. A 1 input. And then we'll just do a 2, 1 right over here. 4. Oh, we don't need to still do a 1 line is actually enough. That was my bad. Since we can just do a double one. So this one will be our, let's do, our piston did need a 2 input one, but let's do what's it called, small chassis 1 in, and then this one needed to be 2 as well. And right there. Do a long-handed one as well here, and over here is not needed. Change you out to at the pistons. Or we could do a better one, just doing those 2 below each other, since they need some of the same resources. At least one of them. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 different kinds. So that's just a 2-lane one. Let's do that instead. I think that'll be more beneficial for us in the long run, since I think that'll be good. So right here, copy this one down to right here, and add in these. they'll just come out in two separate belts, running alongside each other for now. Of course, we just need a long-handed one down here, and that is more space efficient to do it this way. So what we need on the outer lane, we need one of these, so we need the iron tubes and iron rods. I think that'd be fine. Or we do iron tubes and plates on the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4. So iron tubes and plates out here. Let's go and grab those from the bus. We have the iron tubes right here. Taking them down to there. And the plates are right here. We could just run it right next to each other, but let's just merge it up here. I think that's more beneficial. So first things first, iron plates. We're not going there, we're going right here. And from the other side, we'll want to jump in these. They can just jump to right here. I think that will be perfect. Let's just check if the rest can go through. That doesn't give any issues at all. We'll do that. That will split. And then we have tubes and plates on the outside. Let's hook up a bit of power. Oh, I don't have any. Oh yeah, a thing I just noticed with this was that I could control click it. Not control Q click it, even though I don't have it. And that's because one of you, beautiful people told me that if you go into interface and go down to here, there's a pick ghost items if no items are available. I had completely forgotten about this one. And that is so nice to have in case you run out. So the robots can just build it when you remember to craft it. So yeah, then we had a ghost placement here. Of course, it has that disadvantage if you get that and just place a ghost one and you can't understand why it's not working. But for all purposes, it's working as intended. So that is 2 items for this one. Then we just need iron rods and rivets. And rivets we have coming out over here. So right here. And iron rods we have... Where did we put those? Didn't we have... Oh yeah, here, right here, iron rods. So if we take this one out to here and do the same little jump with this one, we can just do it ourselves. To here, and do you want it from right here? Probably not. We might take it over a bit to the side to make enough room for what we want. So take it from right here to there instead. And then you can jump from up here. From here to just right. Here I think will be good. We'll do the rivets in. We'll have this one come out. Actually go one further ahead and then split down this way. And take it down one to right here. There we go. And then you can jump across. You can jump across as well. And the rest can just be dragged over here. And then everything should be good. Let's give it a bit of room. There we go. Merging on the main line is good enough for our needs. So that should be the 2 outputs of these 2. And they can just go on the main belt somewhere else. Will be a slow process, but it will be an automated process. And that is what I'm going for at the moment. Might want to give it one more inserter right here just to help it out a small amount. There we go. So now this is working. Very, very good. And then we should be able to set up at least this one. It's giving us the pistons now. Small chassis over here. Now we just need iron pipe. Can we make that in the same line? That would be quite nice. tubes and rivets, so we can just in 2 different builds. And this one. Is underground used for anything? No, this is used by itself. And this one is used for quite a few things down the line. So we want those on the main bus, at least for now. So let's add these 2. Here, just giving it some other things to do. And this one. To be honest, yeah, move this one down. And this one I want to be the pipes, and this one will just be the underground ones, since that can take a bit longer to craft. I don't really mind that at all. So that will just be normal. Here we'll do 2 in, that will just be normal in, so it doesn't really need anything from the main bus. This one needs 1 of each. So I think this will be perfect for what we need. Let's just craft 1 chest. And let's drag this down. And that should give us these. Might be beneficial to do 2 of them, so they both go on what we need. We had a chest right there. I like this just craft, so we have 50 of you at all times. Seems that it's working at a nice speed. So that's the pipes, the underground pipes. And then we just need to connect all of this up to make these 2. So what is the easiest way to do it? We could merge these 2 onto 1 build. But we need how many different kinds? 3? So we need 7 different things in right here to make these 2. So that's a 4-lane in if you want to do them next to each other. It could be a fun challenge to do, doing 4 lanes in. Let's try that to do something new. Of course, you'll have to go up here as well to go on the main bus in just a minute. But for now, let's craft these 2 just to the left of here. Getting some coming in and getting whatever we're crafting here over on the main bus. Or not the main bus, but over to our crafting. So, do you want anything else to be produced down here? Don't think anything is good to be produced here. So let's do boilers and steam engines here. A 4 in will do or require quite a bit. We could have done in the future some belt weaving, but let's try this and see how it looks. 1, 2. Okay, this is gonna be good, guys. So boilers and steam engines. Oh, we can't do 4 in unless we do some on the side, since we don't have enough inputs. Oh yeah, we don't, oh never mind, we don't need 4 in, it's different things. Now stupid. So let's do the inside one first. Pipes and small chassis. Oh, those are good to be on the outside. They're easy to get over here. So let's set that up out here. This is something we need a lot of. That's a lot of brick. But that is fine. So let's see here. If we split this one off, just right here, and jump this one ahead, and split this one off, then it should be a normal joining. Right here. If we do it like that, and connect this up. So that's part of what we need here. At least those 2. And for these to be able to reach, we'll have to do something quite ingenious. First thing first, this one needs to jump to here. And then we can just put in one of these. Then make sure it doesn't go down here. And then make sure this can reach the outside belt. Then we'll need the stone bricks together with pretty much nothing else. We can just keep these 4 on the inside. Or we might want the stone bricks on the inside, since that requires quite a lot. And the same with iron plates. No, it shouldn't matter. It doesn't need to be crafted that fast. So, stone bricks. Should we just get those on that side? Or we could do stone bricks on the inside. Doesn't matter. Let's just try from right here. Let's grab in some stone bricks. Luckily we have those coming in from up here. Way up here. But with our robots it doesn't really matter. We can just hook it up. And that is a whole build of stone. That is fine. And then we'll just do a long-handed for those. Right here. So that should be automated boilers. I'm thinking if we should move it down 1, 2, 3, so we have all the outputs here in the middle. It's what I normally do for a main bus or for a warehouse. That's what I'm trying to say. We can just do a few wooden chests. That should be fine. Just to test those out. So if you do them right here, the output chests here and here. We're going to insert out, insert out. And of course limit it to 1 stack. Give it a small amount of power. See, right here and right there. And the same down here. Right there. So that should give us all we need for these. Oh no, that is not correct. I need to grab the small. Did I need a small chassis down here as well? That needed a large chassis. So I was correct when I tried to do this before. You guys were probably yelling at me I was doing it wrong, but stuff like that happens once in a while. So what if we just connect it up like this? Not the most elegant setup, but we should be able to jump across as needed. So it will go through here. This one will jump across. The same with the one below. And then we'll just have to clear out the stone. And get in the small chassis from right here. That means we'll just have to do another jump in here. And let's change the side we get the stone in on. Mostly because it will make our life a lot easier down below. And since it's easy to change, we might as well do it. There we go. So that'll mean that on this side, I'll be able to clear out the stone. As it's cleared out. The last things. Oh, we had a bit underground. Quite a bit underground. Come on. That is a lot. There we go. And then we'll be able to take these in on this side. And then we have this one automated. That is producing all it needs. So now we can soon expand our power production. That is as soon as everything starts to run. It's starting to get a bit more strained. Let's clear out that stone. And down here. Pretty does need to take this one further down. Oh, why is the... Oh yeah, never mind. I'll just do this so we can see it. And down here we'll do a long-handed inserter from the outside as well. The same as before. Doing that. And that will give us pistons. And I made a mistake. Oh well. Not a big mistake, but it will not change anything, but it could have been easier done. So let's get these 3 things in. We have 2 belts here to do it on. One of them will be an underground, to right here. So, gears and plates. I think those are easiest to just grab from right here, since we have what we need. And that will come in, let's just do it on this one. or on one out. I think that might be easier. You'll go this way. Split off, go round, round. Then down this way and jump to there. Hook you up and jump you across. That should be that part of this automated. Oh, I put that one in the wrong place. Right here. Here we just do a normal one then, grabbing from right there. Because that is needed in just a second. And there we go. So let's drag down this. Jump you across. And jump you across in case it's needed later. And then we just need what's called the large iron chassis on a build by itself right here. And the large ones are somewhere up here, I think, right here. That needs to go into the middle. And luckily, that is easy to do since we did this correctly the first time. Except we did that one. Oh, there's always something you mess up. But we should be able to do this then. And take you away from there. And up there instead. And that still won't work. That's a bit annoying. So a good way to do it, if we do it here, we still can't jump because this one's in the way. So in theory we could actually just make... Yeah, let's make one red. That will solve all our issues. Let's just continue here. To there. Of course I made a mistake by putting both sides. Let's see if I solved it all like this. So doing one red instead then, we can jump from here to there. It's not cheating, it's just progress. Oh, yeah, I'll just be on the main line then. And you can jump. Oh, this is gonna be extremely ugly. Oh well. That's just the way it is right now, it seems. Not that I'm happy about it, to be honest. Oh well. Let's see here, you'll split out. Let's only do it on one side, since these are quite expensive. So like that, we can just do a one inside. Or one input side. Down here. And you'll need to jump one further to right here. And there we go. That should be all we need for the what's called steam engines. And now these two things are running perfectly. So what is the next thing we wanted on right here? In theory, we could take in logistic controllers and iron ingots on the outside here. And make this like a small main bus. Oh, not main bus, still not a main bus. A small warehouse. To make... These require a lot of different things. There's so many things you need to craft in this this mod pack. It's insane. Yeah, we'll just do another little main bus kind of thing like this. One over. Or we could just run in 4 more in between here. Just down here. And use whatever we can get to make a one-line main bus. And we can take it one more thing on this side. I think that'll be good, because then we're quite close to getting trains as well. I just want to automate my wood first. So that's the power situation sorted. We'll probably set this up very, very soon. But for now, we'll still need the crushers. So we'll take in logistic controller and iron ingots on the side over here. And for this one we'll need lamps as well, and lamps are quite tough to craft. So, no, we can't even make electric miners because we are missing the heavy copper cables. So, yeah, that is a bit annoying. But let's set up the electric crusher just below here. I'd like to copy this setup just down here for now. Change you to electric crusher, electric ore crusher. And now that we have this, we can take down the heavy chassis and so these two. I'll need you down. Let's just take all of them down and see how much it needs when it's done grabbing things. Oh, this one can't reach out here because we need to do that. And there we go. So we just need to take in ingots and logistic controller over here. On this one. And ingots we have up top, and logistics controller we have. Is this the controller? And circuits, so controller is right here. And the iron ingots is still way back here. So let's help this ahead a bit. There we go, you can jump one more time. To over here. Right there. So we'll just need this one and this one to merge. Luckily they are at a very good spot in that regard. So right here, then we'll move this up to, I think right here is the best place to merge them. So you'll come out here and merge, and you'll go to right here, I think is the correct place to merge them. So here and there, and then we'll just need this one to come down right there, and you'll jump across, and you'll jump across as well, and then we just connect this up. There we go. And that is all we need to have one more part of the puzzle solved, and that is just hooking it up like this, getting some power in, and let's see if we can't get an electric ore crusher up and running. And there we go. And of course this chest is limited, so now we have ore crushers as well. Unless I did it somewhere else. Oh, I didn't. I was afraid I already did it here. Oh. But yeah, we should have made some of these at the same spot. But right now it's like this. As always, it's always a learning process doing this mod. Let's do 2 rows instead, since that will make it a bit easier to control. And this one is just 1 stack. That's perfect. So one of the last things I want to make now is electric forester to get our wood automated. We don't need that many, but we'll need some. Lamps I'll probably do on the main bus, because I think lamps are used for quite a few things. Oh, completely read myself, but I need it for these two. So there was something I wanted on the main bus. I can't remember what it was. I think it was quite important. It might just have been the pipes. Yeah, it was probably just the pipes. So one of the last things this episode is just automating the lamps right here. We can do that on one side, and then we can do what's it called? the forces on the other side of the lamps. I think that will be quite good, and then we can do whatever the lamps needs, go down, and then make all our train stuff, since they need lamp for that one, so that might be good to connect some of those up. What I need is boilers, so I need to put boilers somewhat on a main. How much is boiler used for? Only for locomotives. Oh. So we might just do that move by hand. Ooh, I don't like doing things by hand, but once in a while that is a better solution, just to get things up and running. So right here, in for the lamps. The lamp needs 4 different things. Wow. They don't make it easy for us, do they, guys? But I think that'll be something we look at next episode, getting that up and running. And we do have done quite a lot this episode, getting all our intermediate products up and running and getting a few endgame ones. And if we look at our power, we will have to go and expand it very soon. So that'll probably be something I do in between episodes. So as always, please like and subscribe, and hit that bell button, and hopefully you enjoyed the content and will watch it next episode as well. But I've been Dgray, and I'll see you next episode. Bye, guys.